it's Raceless, creator of the RLS mod pack for the career mode. I wanted to make a video of some of the features in the mod as well as start a career playthrough series with the mod. Thought it would be fun to go through it together and experience all the content and changes it brings. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and start our career mode. As you see, we'll be playing with some mods. I loved all the mods on the repository. There's some amazing ones out there. If you see any you like, feel free to comment and ask where I got it from. I can try to direct you in the repository, but they all do come from the repository. So we're going to create a new career. Career 1. We're going to turn off the tutorial. Go and start that up. And while this loads in, I do want to note, the main reason why I created this career mod is there's a few changes I thought would really enhance the game. I figured that the devs would eventually get to it, but I know they're busy working on the more core features that will build up the features they plan to implement. So for the time, this is kind of planned to be a mod that's in between until we get their more final version of their career mode. Looks like we're spawning in here. Go ahead and skip through these pages. Alright, let's go ahead and load or buy our first vehicle. And I've really enjoyed the BX series since the new update, but I have gotten my fill of it. So we're going to go ahead and buy this I series. I think that would be a good starting vehicle. Here we go. Nice neutral gray color. Let's go and start this up and get going. I am driving on controller. Use manual clutch. I do not have the clutch assistant on, so you'll see me kind of have to really take off to get going. I love drifting, and I found just not having the clutch assistant on helps with clutch kicking and whatnot. So let's first buy some cargo parts. Go in here, grab a couple of these real quick so we can do some delivery missions. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's turn off our vehicle. Oh, it already turned off. Perfect. Let's head over here. We're actually going to do a vehicle mission. I think that'll be the best way to go about this. Alright, so you notice there's an increase in the number of delivery parcels. There shouldn't be 518 right now. When you first spawn in, all the parcels load in and kind of have to be dispersed. So give it a few minutes. They'll start to dissipate throughout the different delivery locations you have unlocked. If you try to get some deliveries from this area, you'll find a lot of lag because of how long it takes to render 500 items. So we'll go to vehicles, and we're going to do a vehicle delivery mission. I've also increased the number of vehicle delivery missions here. Not a ton. I didn't want to go crazy with it, but I did want to have more options. It looks like I'm not seeing any level 1 delivery missions. Maybe they all unlock at a level 2. Okay, so we're gonna have to go and do some deliveries. I don't want to mess with how many there are here, so let's just go ahead and drive to the commercial area. That's a nice BX over there. Alright, so my goal for this playthrough, I think is to first go through just about all the content I've created. And then from there we might just restart and take it in a different direction. So as of today of recording, I just released the newest update that added this off-road area. Adds a mud bog, so a little bit of rock crawling. It was really fun creating a new point of interest. Yeah, so go ahead and grab that update if you are seeing this for the first time. So we'll drive the commercial area. One of the things I want to talk about is there are 2 RLS career overhaul optional mods you can download. One with cops and one without cops. The one with cops has roaming police that will pull you over and ticket you for traffic infractions. They are pretty brutal. It seems like all intersections to them you should be stopping at. And there's also a bug, an issue that I just have not been able to figure out with the police will sometimes just not stop chasing you after you've gotten away. I don't know if this is meant to be a part of the game. I've done a lot of testing to try to figure out how to get around it. I'm not too good with Lua code, and so I have not fixed anything regarding that. And so in order to avoid a lot of redundant tickets and just police issues, I'm playing the version without police. You can still buy a police vehicle and play as a cop and chase after suspects and make money that way. There's just no roaming police. I found this to be just an overall more enjoyable experience. There still are speed cameras, and I think there might be some traffic cameras. I don't know what that guy's doing. But yeah, this seems to be an easier playthrough. It's nice being able to play with. It would get very annoying when doing a long delivery mission and having police interrupt your delivery mission for no reason. We didn't break a traffic law. So playing without that. The other optional mod you can play with is the RLS championships. That's where you'll get the map changes, like the off-road area we just saw. That's where you'll get the different race championships that I've added. You should be able to see the race championships from the beginning. Let's just pull over. Well, where's he going? We'll look at the map in just a bit to see some of the different championships. And the third mod that I would recommend is the mission repeat mod. This will allow you to repeat missions. You do have to leave and exit the game and come back in, but it makes doing championships over and over possible and more rewarding. I think it's more rewarding to build up that race car and then go do a couple seasons of a 3 race championship. So it's probably one of the slower ways I could have gone about getting to the commercial district, but we're getting closer. So let's see, some other features that were added. One of the revisions was the insurance system. I can tell the devs have put a lot of work in revising the insurance system, and I think there's going to be a lot of exciting future content with that. But I felt like overall it was a little too forgiving. If you total your vehicle in real life, the insurance is one that decides that. So if you wreck it so bad, the insurance will say, yeah, I'm not paying for that. And so I wanted to have a little bit more of that realism, or at least put it in the player's choice of if you get in such a bad accident, it will cost you dearly. And so, off memory, the private repair, if you're not going to go through insurance, you're going to go through private, the time it takes scales with how much damage the vehicle has, and that price is going to be the base price of the vehicle. Or not the base price of the vehicle, the base price of all the parts that need to be repaired. So it'll be the actual cost to replace those parts that were damaged. Alternatively, you can do the longer route. It's a guaranteed 10 minutes to repair. It's only going to be a fraction of the cost. But in the vanilla game, it was just a base $500 or whatever your deductible was. In this version, it will be, I think it's a small percentage of the actual cost. That way, like I said, if you wreck your car bad enough, it will you will have to make the decision of is it worth paying for to fix. And then the instant repair now costs more than the cost of the car, despite even going through insurance. I made this change because if you really want to repair your car instantly, you're going to have to pay extra for that. So that is going to be a pretty high price. Sometimes I'll do it if I want to just get right back to racing, and what I've broken is just small enough to not let me race, small enough to be fixed. Alright, so we're going to go and unlock this commercial building. I think we'll buy... I think I want to wait to do some deliveries until we have a real vehicle that's built for deliveries. I think we're going straight to racing after we unlock the garage. we can go ahead and talk about the price changes in the deliveries. Basically, there's more deliveries, there's more of them. The reward is greater, as well as with the heavier pallets or the largest slots of 128. There's some added items that are extremely heavy, but still pretty valuable. The idea was if you had a semi trailer and you loaded it up with a full truck of pallet or full load of pallets. I want to increase that reward that you would get for buying the semi truck and then also buying the trailer. That can be pretty pricey unless you find a good deal. And I wanted the players to be well rewarded for that. The overall concept of the mod is designed to be more rewarding to the player, but also increase the risk. And so you can't, always wreck your vehicle and then just get bailed out for 500 bucks. You really got to be thoughtful in how you treat your vehicle and when to push, when to not push. Finally got the stop sign. Let's take off here. A few other changes. I increased the garage space amount, so now you can have up to 15 vehicles. This can be increased later on, but I feel like the devs had it capped at 5 for a reason. I didn't want to go overboard, but that number can change to about whatever you need it to. And the dealerships, I completely reworked the dealerships to change what vehicles are going to be spawned in which dealerships. Check out the forum page for kind of the lore behind that. A little bit of lag there. Let's go ahead and do a few modifications while we're here. So this being all-wheel drive, it handles pretty well. I think where we're going to be lacking is some power. And I don't know how much money we have left. Let's just squeeze in here. So we got $5,700. I don't know if there's any cheap performance parts we can put on. Like I said, I do have some mods, which really changes the gameplay. Let's see, a turbocharger would be good. Oh, I think this is the mod that adds the semi-truck turbochargers to any vehicle. I think we should play with that. It's only 2,600 bucks. Let's go with the smallest one. This is a stock block. We don't need to blow it up. Alright, let's jump in this. Let's do some testing here. Alright, survived first gear, so that's good. Can't necessarily say it gave a lot of power. We are going to try to abide by all the traffic laws, minus maybe some speed, because I do enjoy going quick. Let's go ahead and go to the first championship. This will be the stock vehicle class. It's designed mainly so if you want to just jump in and get a stock vehicle, you can. Or a beginning vehicle, I should say. We did just put a turbocharger on it, so it's not so stock anymore, but that's alright. So you'll find the beginning of the road racing here. And real quick, let me just pull up the map. So you can find the RLS events just by looking on the map. There's going to be a large section here at the paddock. Or if you go here, there's just a lot of options here. I need to add up how many I actually created, but there's a lot of fun to make. As you can tell, I got a little out of hand. Check the forum page for all the things I've added, and I will continue to add more just because I find a lot of fun in it. So we're gonna do the first race series. Let's get back up here. Like I said, this is designed for just your starter vehicles. On the first track here. All right. Looks like we maybe didn't have a car spawn in. Spawns are a little goofy on this. The start points are goofy. We're going to take off here, starting at last, see if we can work our way to the front. Not sure how slow this ETK would have been without the turbocharger. Probably should have shifted down there. We're going to leg it through. This track is designed to be a little bit shorter than the full track. Really got to start working on some of these components there. We got two up front here. This all-wheel drive is handling super well. This corner always trips me up a little bit. Very nice and smooth on the way out. Looks like we're gaining on them a little bit. Hard on the brakes. They're gaining on them a lot. Like I said, I suppose this isn't so stock after all. We didn't just throw a turbocharger on it. I do have what I would think is the next racing event is the stock but custom, or I guess tuned vehicles. So make the pass here. No, it's not worth the risk. This is our first race after all. We don't have a lot of money. Tank slapper here. It's alright. Power out of it. Try to get a run up on him straight here. After this race, we're just going to skip right to the stock modified class, just because I don't think we should be racing with the stock trims. Missed third gear there. Yeah, we have a little bit of an oversteer here on the corner entry, but I'm kind of enjoying it. I think we're going to leave it as is. Not sure what the next modification is going to be. Trying to undercut him there. I don't think we're going to get it done. Do not have that kind of power. Looks like our coolant temp is staying within check as well, despite throwing a turbocharger on it. That's good. We're going to take him on the outside here. Must have some weight on me. We're going to go for it. We need to make this pass. Maybe not. He's going to close the door on us. Bit of contact. See how the stewards feel about that later on. Now let's focus on first place. I think the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get a pickup truck of some sort and start doing some deliveries. Deliveries are low risk, but they are pretty rewarding just because it takes some time to accomplish some of the rewards. You can make a lot of money quick if you go for longer distances or heavier items. It's a brake fade there, I think on the front left. Good to remember that. Up that gear a little bit. I don't know if we would have caught this other ETK if we had another lap, but I think this is where we're going to finish in second place. Alright, so second place, we'll take the money. It's just $1,500 there. Continue at challenge start. So I think what we're actually going to do, we're going to complete this full stock championship just because we're not going to revisit again. So might as well see it through. And I don't think our car is too OP. We got second place out of that. I do stack all of the championships on each within the same spot. That way, if you want to kind of speed run through this, you can go jump right into the second race. So this is going to be another shorter track. Much more to do with handling. Really fun, fast flowing track. We'll see how we do. Alright, got 4 other opponents here. It's like 2 ETKs and 2 Corvettes. I think that's how you say it. Where he was going to go. Let him brake check. We're going to be cautious on this first corner here. The AI do tend to struggle on sharp corners after big straightaways. We have lots of contact, and I don't know what's going there. We're going to just avoid all that. Oh, I can't even hear my engine. Didn't even shift. Okay, we'll let them figure themselves out. Another wreck up here. The AI have gotten pretty aggressive in the latest update, which is good to see. And these being stock vehicles, the difficulty is not super hard on them. See if we can get around them safely. We don't want to cause any damage and repair. Not you want to stay inside. Take on the outside. had that in this game. I did not turn that on for any of the custom races. I just feel like rubber banding is more annoying than what it's worth. I really have a distaste for it, actually. I love building up cars and tuning cars, and I feel like if you're having troubles winning races, you know, work on the car or work on your line, but don't change the competition. In fact, this AI seems to be a bit all over the place. I've seen smoother ones. There's a randomness factor involved. Let's see if we can catch him here. We're going to have to get him in the corners. He is too fast on the straights. We have no one behind us. We have plenty of time to try to get this move done. Okay, hard on the brakes. There's that brake fade. We're going to have to upgrade the brakes here at some point. Okay, so I think we go pretty fast through this section. We're going to try to let the tires do all the work. Flat out through those two. Flat out again. Check up a little bit. Get the car to rotate. We're back in striking distance. We'll go for a wide corner here. If we can keep them on the inside. We'll have the inside up here. There it is. See if we can make that pass stick. Remember, he has a lot more power than we do. Oh, we missed third gear. That's not going to help us. This corner is surprisingly tight. Cooked it a little bit. There we go. I think that pass is done. Getting a little squirrely. I think those. Not sure what's going on there. But the front brakes are getting a little worn, and we're using more rear brake bias or what? I'll keep that in account for our next few corners here. Start braking earlier. We have one lap to go. It's pretty far back. I did notice in the latest update that AI seemed to be more aware of the player, which is a great thing to see. You know, they plow into you a lot less. Probably should have braked a little bit earlier. Brakes are way hot. Made the corner though, that's what counts. Stayed first. That's good because we need the money. I'm gonna see what kind of vehicle we can buy here soon. Rotation. Drop the dirt a little bit. Big rotation. Now we're out of it. And we have plenty of space. The thing I also like to do when I do these career playthroughs is kind of pick a color on kind of color the fleet of vehicles we're about to own are going to be. I think I might go with orange this time around, but if anyone has any thoughts, let me know. Burn the brakes again. Alrighty. So I think first is pretty much ours, as long as we don't make a big mistake through here. Brakes are pretty hot. Want to save as much money as we can though for the delivery vehicle, the dedicated delivery vehicle. All right, first place, what we get? 3,500, not bad. Go ahead and continue at challenge start. All right, and then let's go ahead and do our third race here. This is going to be the longer race, the full track. So let's go ahead and get started here. Great launch with this all-wheel drive system. Did not shift though, that killed us. It's alright. Plenty of time. It's gonna be a long race. Stay out wide. Hard on the brakes. Get around this guy here. Just gonna squeeze this out a little bit. That's fine. I think we forgot the shift. You're gonna need upgraded exhaust just so we can hear our shifts. Try to take on the outside here. Nice, I love that corner. Nice and smooth. 2 to go, 2 opponents to go. Can't forget the brake for this corner. It will make you pay for it. Really getting comfortable with this I-Series here. Don't need to get too aggressive. See if we can cross him here, maybe. Get a good run out of this. I don't think it's going to be enough. We're just going to fall back in line. Don't want that other ETK to get too far away. Take the pass there. So this variant, I think this is the variant we go straight through. So full throttle the whole way. If you have a high-powered car, this will be very beneficial to you. We do need to be mindful of the end of the straight. It's a pretty sharp corner. We have to brake early, not use up all of our brakes with the Corvette right behind us there. And let's just brake a little early. Already having some brake fade. Dive in there. It's pretty good. We have a lot of ground to make up. We're going to catch first place though. Don't want to hurt the car too much. I think the payout for this is going to also be about 3,500. So as we start doing some math, you know, is pushing the car harder, risking the car, trying to get first place worth the extra $2 grand, or is it best to hold on to the money and come back later? Pretty quick through there. We're on the power. I wish we got a variable turbocharger so we can control the boost. I'm not sure. This engine seems to be taking the 7 pounds just fine. If I wanted to upgrade and increase in boost, oh, we're running out of brakes. Okay, we're just gonna take our L on that corner. So we get out in front of the Corvette here. Back to the inside. Okay, you didn't have any speed. As I was saying, if we wanted to upgrade the turbocharger, or if we wanted to increase boost, we need to upgrade the turbocharger, and it's another 2,000. So perhaps we should have saved our money for a variable boost turbocharger. We still have this lap and next to try to catch first place. So we'll just keep pushing hard. The AI do make mistakes, so you don't ever want to give up. The race isn't over until you cross the checkered line. Checkered finish, I mean. A little stutter there. On to the main back stretch here. So, in this video series, my favorite thing to do in BeamMG is build up cars, tune cars. We'll be doing a lot of that. Hopefully we'll do a new car for each discipline. I think this I-Series, I think we're going to turn this into a rally car, do some rally stages, and eventually some rally cross. I think that'd be good since we already have the all-wheel drive. I think later on we'll buy a dedicated track car. That can be our road series vehicle. And we're going to need an off-road truck, something that we can use for the new mud box. I'm really excited to play with that, and as well as just some of the off-road racing. Now we can see first place anymore. We need to push harder, see if we can make a big comeback, but he's pretty far ahead. Brakes are holding up better than I expected for how big of a track this is. We still have one more lap. We do need to remember the brake fade for here, so we're just going to go ahead and start. I'm glad I braked when I did. We are out of brakes there. It's about foot to the pedal. Pedal before. Climb up this hill here. Really excited to get some upgraded vehicle here. Yeah. first place, but that's just how tight this corner is. Hopefully the AI's brakes are also fading. That might help us here. AI seem to not have a whole lot of logic to realize, you know, their brakes are shot and they're not going to make the corner. So there's a chance that first place goes into the sand trap at the end. As we go off track a little bit. Alright, while we finish up this race, I do want to go ahead and read off some of the lore behind the dealership changes. So Velasco, though I think you say it, they've cornered the market on the new lightly used and reasonably priced cars. So basically anything that's semi-modern to modern with lower mileage, that's going to be that dealership. Make sure we take this corner right. Rich's dealership is still the expensive exotic dealership. They also include rare trims and more expensive classic cars. So expect to spend a lot of money at their dealership. So we go a little overshoot there a little bit. Jefferson's dealership is mainly focused on custom vehicles and race variants. They think of themselves more of like a custom shop than a traditional dealership. I enjoy getting most of my vehicles from there. The Corey dealership is for more trucks and SUVs and roughly more used vehicles in rougher shape. And the commercial dealership is for commercial vehicles. Alright, so looks like we're going to take second place. Not bad. It'll be some money. Another 1,500. And let's go ahead and spawn back. Alright, so we're going to go back to... One thing I noticed, sometimes the audio seems to bug out. There it is. We're back. We'll go back to the garage. Let's look at some vehicles, see if we can afford anything, and make our next move on what we're going to buy next. We probably should be taking the roads more seriously around here. I'm sure the track didn't like me cutting through the dirt over there right here a second ago. Okay, back on the streets. Back to our garage. So because this is going to be used for rally, I think we want to get more power into this and some brakes. Let's see, how much do we have? Alright, so we have 9,000. With the dealerships, I added more vehicles that you can buy. That's not the right place. So let's go to purchase vehicles. It might take a second to load up the menu. This will also include some of your modded vehicles that you have. It depends on how the mod is set up. It needs to have certain features or details in the mod file itself to be able to show up in the career mode. One of them is like the year of the vehicle. And so, you know, some of these, it's like, all right, this is a H series with a T series engine. I don't know if that really ever costs $500. I'm just going to avoid that. Got an old van there. That could be a good cargo vehicle. It's only 2,700 bucks. Gasoline. I'd love a diesel, but I'll take what I can get. We might come back to that for a delivery vehicle because we can fit a lot in there. What else? We got another cargo van here, a bit smaller and less power. Let's see. Do some trailers. I guess we could always put a trailer hitch on and try to use a trailer to tow with. That can get dangerous though. I like that. Big old cargo box van. For $6,000 we could buy that. I don't know if we can afford all the cargo slots, but that might be a winner there. Down here you'll see who the seller is, so these are from Quarry side. In the latest update, for some reason these are all mixed up now. They used to be in a nice order, but that's alright. A nice trailer there. A little rollback for the van, I like that. These are a bit unaffordable. Maybe it's sorted by price. Maybe that's what they did different. Yeah, and that might be the case, which means these are all unaffordable. You get the idea. There's lots of options. We only got through half of them. I think we're gonna go for the cargo van with the cargo box upfit. Let's try that. Ooh, we're gonna need commercial insurance as well. Do we need it though? See if we can get away with not. No, you need to have the commercial insurance. So I think, I don't know if I did or if this is vanilla, but the insurance might cost a bit more than vanilla. All right, so let's not do that. We can't afford it after insurance. Maybe some of us can relate to that in real life. I've also changed the time scale or the timing of how often the vehicles reset or refresh. I think it's about 60 seconds per dealership. And I do think the dealerships are all on their own timer, so it's a little offset. Um, Look at that thing. 2,500 bucks. Big old cargo box. I do enjoy that mod. I love the look of that that D series. We might do that. Oh, that's even bigger. 202 horsepower diesel. Sounds like there's an accident out there. That might be our winner because we can still afford the insurance on that. Oh, but a pickup truck would be nice, so we can eventually build it into an off-roader. What else do we have? We have some hoppers down here. That would be fun. Let's go for the big truck. It's such a good deal. Looks like whoever created the mod had the value set pretty low because I don't think you'd get that for 2,800 bucks in real life, but we'll take it. What a deal. Let's go ahead and purchase this. So we got 60 seconds. Oh, there it goes. And there's our first Lua error code. What's going on? Core vehicles mirror. Not sure what that's related to. Maybe something with the vehicle spawning. Let's see if we actually have the vehicle. We do have it. It's still counting down, so that's good. We have $5,800 left. I think we really need to save that for the cargo vehicle, but in the meantime, I think we're going to go ahead and paint this. I think we're going to go with orange. But that gray was kind of nice too. Maybe we do gray with, can any of these be orange? No, it doesn't really change anything. Oh. I'm not sold on the orange. I'm gonna wait. We don't need to spend the money on it yet. Alright, let's go ahead and get our cargo truck. Didn't really need to walk over here, but I felt like it'd be a little better. My vehicles. There we go. Alright, it did come in white. I don't know if I necessarily like the white. Let's go ahead and put some cargo containers into it. Purchase parts, cargo parts. And let's see, we got rear seats, trunk load, 4. That doesn't quite seem right, does it? I think what was going on is I looked at the cargo parts for the wrong vehicle. It gets me every time. So the vehicle garage, we need to look at the Gavril Durham. Never actually said that out loud. Alright, purchase parts, cargo parts. Ooh, and this upfit does not have the cargo parts in it. Let's see if we can change the upfit. Cargo box. What if we put a flat bed on it? Well, we can't afford it anyways. Alright, so that's not going to work. It's kind of the price you pay for trying to use mods. Not all the mods work. Probably could have seen that one coming. This upfit does not have the cargo parts as an option. And we got $5,000 left. Let's look. Can we sell? We can still sell for about what we got it for. So let's go ahead and do that. Sell that back. And let's try again. Just got 8,600 now. We lost some in fees. Could go for the van, but that's designated as a commercial vehicle. I think we're gonna have to go with this truck here. For 4 grand, that's a pretty good price. It does not have a lot of horsepower though. A 1.5 liter? No. Maybe. Yeah, this goofy thing. It's kind of cool. See, that's commercial. We have H series with a cargo box. That would be really ideal. Can we afford that? No, not a chance. Alright, we had another refresh here. If that pickup truck is still around. I'm not seeing it. That would be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that won't work. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Let's go ahead and buy that. 60 seconds, we will know if we can put cargo boxes on this mod. Alright, let's see if it is ready yet. My vehicles, here we go. Retrieve that. Let's see if we can put cargo boxes on it. Oh, that's exciting. Do 4 or 2? 4 up front. Can we also do 2? We can also do 2, but we can't afford it. So we're gonna start with the 4. We'll come back later and get the 2 later. It's 1,200 bucks. Go ahead and purchase that. All right, look at this rig. That's beautiful. Sometimes you'll notice in the commercial area it's a little laggy. I think it's just with everything going on, all the delivery points. If you experience that, feel free just to restart your game and the lag should go away for a little bit. Wow, and I think that's where we're going to end it. And when we get back into this, we will hopefully land on a paint scheme, do some delivery missions, and start making some real money. Thanks for watching.